Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah, it's our last leg now of our European tour, isn't it? It's gone so fast.
It's gone way too fast. So we haven't recorded the past few days, primarily two reasons.
Yeah.
One was Charlotte had a chemical burn on her face.
Yeah, that was fun. So for 4 to 5 days, I basically had a burn across my face, and the pain I was in, I could barely talk, could I? Let alone eat. So I couldn't record, sorry.
Yeah, she put on a Calypso Factor 50 sun cream, and it was actually the sun cream that burned her face.
Yeah, gutted. But we did do Disney with the kids for the day.
Which was the second reason. So we've already done a video at Disney, so you can check back in our previous videos if you want to see Disney.
Yeah.
But this time, it's the last time we're going to take the kids there, so we thought we'd just enjoy it.
And it was absolutely lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A good day out. So today's the first day now I've managed to put my face on, so hence why we're recording, and I'm glad because it's just in time for the last bit of our tour.
Yes.
Where are we heading today?
We're going to Bruges, so we're currently on the campsite that we first came to when we got into France, because it was just heading in the right direction for us. It was nice and easy. We've been here for 2 nights, just chilling. And it is
a lovely campsite as well, so it is a little bit pricey because you've got to pay for kids on top, as is with most campsites in Europe.
Yeah.
But it is a nice one. It's about 2.5 hours, isn't it, from Calais?
We had a beautiful thunderstorm last night, didn't we?
Yeah, that went on actually till this morning, because I was going to go for a shower and then heavens opened and it started all over again, didn't it?
Yeah, we're heading up to Bruges, so we're just packing up the last bit and we're going to take off.
So everything's pretty much been put away in here now. This bench, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a pain because it is quite heavy. The only place I can safely stow it when we're driving is on the bed, so what I tend to do is put some bags or some washing or whatever on top there, and then that will stop it from flying forward if we had to do like an emergency stop or whatever. We're pretty heavy on the laundry now anyway, so I might just pop that on there, and we've got a couple of like bottles of water that'll keep the weight on nicely. Got a few bits to put away here. The children are now in their seats and messing around with their electronic. Emilia's actually blow dried her hair this morning, so she's looking nice and presentable. Chairs are all ready to go. So yeah, we're just gonna get the last few bits sorted now, and you might think you've seen Emilia and the boys on their electronics quite a lot recently. Now the reason for that is because we've got some budding YouTubers here. Emilia has actually edited and created her first ever video, so I'm really chuffed with her. Dexter's also been working hard on his YouTubing as well, and he's been going around with his electronics.
This is all the videos I've taken for my first video.
Yeah, you've done well. So Emilia's also been doing some recording, but she's had to do hers on the iPad. To say I'm proud of them would be an absolute understatement, because they have gone off their own backs, created their own videos, edited their own videos, and I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. You know, 8 and 11 years old and they're already editing. I just think it's amazing anyway. When they're finished, I'll let you guys know when they're uploaded, so if any of you are interested and you want to go on and check them out and have a little look, or just to see what I'm talking about, then that would be awesome. They're only short videos, they're sort of 10 to 12 minutes each, and I just think that they're doing really well. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do. You think holding a camera up and talking to it is quite a simple thing, but actually putting together, you know, some of these YouTube videos and telling you a story and showing you what we've been up to, plus then taking the time to edit them, does take some effort. So yeah, I'm really chuffed for them. But anyway, we're gonna get on the road now and take you to show you around Bruges. I'll show you the park up, and I mean, it's like a 5-minute walk. The park up that we use is 5 minutes from Bruges city centre. It's not the biggest city. I think they call it Europe's Northern Venice or something. But yeah, the place is beautiful. So we'll show you around. I'm sure you may have seen Bruges before anyway, if you followed us for a while, because we've been there before. Stu's in the front seat, so let's get cracking. We've just pulled into our very first fuel stop about 10 minutes after hitting the road, and we've got competition. Look at the size on that van. I wonder where they park theirs at. I said to Stu, we need to stop and ask some people that have vans the same size as us and just be like, you know, where do you go, where do you stay, just get some information and find out from others, you know, where they fit. Because as you know, me and Stu aren't very good at planning our trips. We literally just jump on the road and hope for the best most of the time. That can have a lot of good results because it means we fall upon places that we really like, or that we wouldn't have necessarily discovered if we hadn't done it that way. It gives us the ability to stay somewhere longer if we really like it, rather than sticking to a strict itinerary. But since having this van, we feel a lot more like we can't wing it as much. We do need to do a bit more planning. And it's not necessarily something that we're that great with, you know, having to move on set days and stuff. So yeah, but we definitely do need some advice. So if you've got a massive van or know somebody with a massive van, you know, let us know in the comments. How do you plan your trips? Do you literally just go on to search for sites and all the other apps that we all know about and just read the reviews? You know, is it that in depth? Or do you kind of have the same places that you visit, you know, over the last couple of years? You know, do you go into places a couple of times and think, oh yeah, I can get this on there? Because I think for this trip for us, normally we'd do a whole host of exploring, and this time we've sort of taken it easy because we generally just needed a break from work, to be honest with you. It was a short stint, it was like 2.5, 3 weeks. We haven't taken the full summer out this time, so it's meant that we've had to be a little bit more strict on ourselves and where we've gone. Flame Tonique, we knew had huge pitches, so we knew we weren't going to have a problem with that. We knew it was a good site, we'd been there before, so you know, we obviously went with that knowing we had good weather and stuff, so stayed a good week there. And you know, we've been lucky in terms of other sites that we found as well. We've known that the site itself can cater for us through looking at the reviews or being there before. But you know, just to spread our wings a little bit, I think for next year when we do our summer tour, you know, I'm definitely going to have to plan it a lot better because we want to head down to Turkey and Greece. Stu really wants to revisit Lake Bled. Last time we went, we literally parked into a tiny car park and managed a few hours. So this time we want to really get stuck in and book onto those places that, you know we really want to see and make a point of staying places. Quite often we do miss out as well, you know. Sometimes we do get really good spots, and sometimes we have literally seen things by sheer luck. Rome was a perfect example of that. We literally did Rome in an afternoon. Well, really, I would have liked to have stayed somewhere for a couple of days, so a good campsite would be ideal. But this person in front, not only have they got a huge van, look at this. They've got that massive van, right? But they're also towing a car. I mean, wow. But I mean, they're doing it, fair play to them. So that tells me there's a lot more places out here that can take bigger vehicles than we actually know about. So yeah, it's definitely something for the Rucks to explore and yeah, start showing off these places that can take 8.5 to 9 metre sort of size motorhomes. Right, Stu's finished up fueling. I've literally talked your faces off now for a few minutes. So yeah, it's definitely time to hit the road. What feels like an eternity getting into Belgium today is crazy. We pulled into a service stop, grabbed a cup of coffee, just having 5 minutes to stretch our legs. It's a really busy one. You can see the motorway's just there, so it's really noisy. So I'll keep this short and sweet. It's taken about 6 hours to get from France Belgium, so we're about 30 miles off Bruges at this point. So sun's out, it is lovely and warm. We've had moments where the weather's been really crap, but I just want to get there now. It's been a really long day and I'm not sure why, because it's usually quite a short trip. It said 2 hours 47. It's been more like 6. The kids have been amazing, they've been really behaved. You see them in by there, they're all chill, they're all well behaved and looking forward to tea, aren't you guys? Belgian waffles, French fries, all the snacks and treats they want when we get there, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think the adults are planning to have a sit down meal somewhere as well. We've not done that yet, so that should be really, really nice. But fingers crossed we can get a park up space because the day's getting on now, we're on nearly 4 o'clock. As with most airs, they fill up by around then, so fingers crossed for us that we can actually get in, because otherwise this journey may have been a bit of a waste. 500 yards away, so we're just going to see now if we've got some space at the park up. Completely forgot about the boats and the canal right behind the park up though, so pretty. And something else to note when you get into Bruges is that cycle lanes take priority over all the traffic. Ah, it's full. Yeah, it is. We are technically a bus. It does say no entry though.
Wait.
The motorhome's there on that sign, look. The back end of the air there, and even that looks full there. We've decided to risk it for a biscuit, haven't we, love?
We're going to go take a quick walk, see if we can find any pictures in there, because it's saying full, but you've just seen a picture. I've just seen a pitch, yeah, and if we stay here, it's €55 for 24 hours, whereas obviously if you go in the motorhome parking, it's a lot cheaper than that. But then obviously you don't want the risk of being moved on either, so we're going to go and have a little wander over. To be fair, there's a few other motorhomes here as well who've had the same idea, so we're not alone. Okay, so we've managed to find one here, which is the one we saw when we were passing, so I'm hoping we're going to fit in there. There's also one that we've just seen as we were coming in. There's some chaps in the front, or some guys in the front of there, so I've just asked them and they said they were going, so that's 2 spaces, so we just need 1 more. There is a space along here technically, because it's not blocking anybody, so you never know, that might be okay. Right, basically the two that have left haven't actually fully left.
They haven't like done their ticket or paid?
Yeah. One's doing it now, so once they've done that will free up the first space, and then when they do it that will free up the second space. So you haven't got to hang on to the spaces no more. No one can get in because I'm at the front.
We've been basically stood guarding the spots for about 10 minutes waiting for them to turn up, but apparently this barrier won't go up or down anyway until they've paid.
And also we paid €29 to park over there for 5 minutes.
Are you joking? So we may as well have just stayed where we were then. Oh, do you know what, this trip. So the tariff here, you've got tariff 1 for 1 day is €25 and then tariff 2 for 30, depending on whether it's low season or high season. So we're on high season, so we're going to pay 30. So it turns out we're actually paying €60 to stay for 1 night now anyway, because we've just paid €29 to be in the bus stop. Not impressed at all. Barriers up! Go, go, go! Okay, he's coming back. Let's hope we fit. You did really well. Like really well.
Yeah, that was tough.
But you're getting better, babe. Yeah. Everywhere we go, you're getting better.
Yeah, we're in. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Well done, babe.
And I'm in my lines as well.
You're in the lines.
Just.
Ah, good on him. What's funny is when we came to Bruges last time, this was actually where we parked up. It must have been fate. Let's just get in there and get some Bruges fries and beer and stuff. Right, all changed. I've put my new shoes on. I think I'm going to regret that because apparently you can get quite nasty blisters from these, and there's quite a bit of walking, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be in this dress with flip-flops, so what I'm going to do is pack a bag, put the flip-flops in the bag, and then when I'm in agony later I can just, you know, flip-flop it back to the van. Kids are all ready to go as well, just waiting on Stu, so just got to pack a bag. It's taken us about 10 minutes to walk into Bruges. It's been quite busy actually today. We managed to get the space in the end, so we've come in for an evening hoping to find some food and try and get Stuart some waffles.
Just closing up by the looks of it.
Yeah, we've just missed it by the looks. Right, if we're really quick, there's one up here on the left. They might be open. And I really fancy doing one of these pony rides, but I think the day's gone a bit. Can you get into the one on the left? Ah, there you go, he's found one. Oh, it's a bit busy, love. Must be a good one. Look at all these. You love it, don't you? Look at all the different ones though, Dex. Which ones do you like? Oh, you got truffles. Different selections that we do. Gift boxes. Is this where Dad got me them last time?
And also his finest Belgian truffles. Belgian truffles have really simple recipe. It's just
nice mixture, isn't it? They do chili spicy. Tiramisu.
Yeah, you can have 72 pieces for €52.
Whoa. So all the chocolates in there are all homemade, so I'd be keen to see what Stu comes out with. Did you guys put your selection in, what you wanted?
Oh no.
What your requests are? No?
No.
To be fair, it's so busy in there, people have just been walking past you and just pushing in, it's crazy. So this is the waffle shop we entered last time we came, and they do the most beautiful waffles in here. Are you all having waffles?
I wanted meringue.
Excellent. That looks amazing, Oliver. What did you get on it?
Smarties and powdered sugar.
Lush. Enjoy, babe. So while the waffle was cooking, Stu snuck off and went and treated us to some chocolates. Yeah, it was a little while, and it feels quite weighty, so there's definitely a few in here. Let's have a quick look. So we've got some like seashells and truffly style ones in there. That looks nice. It's like a walnutty one.
Yes, I like hazelnut chocolate.
Did you try this?
No, I tried the horse's head and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, you just disappeared. Yeah, I thought you'd gone into the other chocolate shop and I was going to surprise you by going and getting some truffles or something, and then you came out with these.
Those, oh my god.
Horses' heads. Shall I try one now?
Yeah, go on.
I really want a horse ride. How do I open it though without Charlene in the box?
Just Charlie in the box.
Horse, come this way. Oh.
Of course it is.
Right, get in.
I will get there in the end.
Can I have one as well, please?
That's me.
Thank you. Look at that.
Me
Back
free.
to the horse.
Yeah, me free.
Okay, let's go to go. It's like hard on the outside, soft in the middle.
Yeah, so praline.
That's beautiful. Like praline's like a nut, isn't it?
Yeah.
The bottom tastes different. That's really good.
Winner. Right, let's go.
Right, so this is like the main street, and it does get really, really busy. Plenty of waffle places and cute little tourist shops. Stu's in yet another shop. He's not only nicked Oliver's waffle, but he's now in there buying himself some meringues as well. Oh, what you got, bud? Meringues. Lush. This shop sells more than 500 types of beers.
Walnut, hazelnut, Smarties.
Oh, they look amazing, babe.
You got a swirl with maybe caramel.
So which one do you want then? Chocolate slab with a hammer. He spied this from the street, so he must be keen. Let's get you one.
They all look so good.
Yeah, that looks insane.
I think it says caramel.
Yeah, to be fair, he always buys me chocolate, so I'm going to give him a bit of a treat. Oh my gosh, look, it's chocolate pick and mix. Oh, they do candy canes. I've got to get one of them for me, please. Thank you. To be fair, this is our third visit now to Bruges, and the place just gets prettier and prettier each time we come.
Mum,
Yeah?
this smells like a lake with a rotten fish.
Oh, well, maybe not eat it then if you're not too keen on it, darling. So this street's the main street where all the souvenirs, chocolate and all the kind of things that you would expect from Belgium to be. Just up ahead then, there's the cathedral, and there's a beautiful river, and you can get boat rides. There's also a place where you can do horse rides, which I really fancy. I really fancy doing a horse ride because I think you'll be able to see the city in all its glory, whereas at the minute I'm just trying to avoid bikes and buses and coaches and horses and people. There's a lot to look out for in Bruges. We've been here twice before and we're all completely lost, don't know where we are. But in here, Stu...
Down there, we know that's it.
Yeah, but this is the one we've seen last time, and I laughed because it said free beer, topless bartenders and false advertising. But they do actually do beer tasting. You've got 12 different types of draft beers, and they're all in little glasses for you to test out. I think that's really cool. And they got the grill restaurant on the side, look. Steaks, ribeye, rib, yeah, this is the place. I reckon this is where we eat. Good menu?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the mixed grill.
Get in.
Fully booked.
There's one here that looks like an Italian, and this is where you get on the horses. And there's another restaurant here, but I do fancy sitting outside. We finally found somewhere to eat in the street. I'm happy with that. And they also do mussels to start, and I've had my eyeballs on them for a little while. Any ideas what you two are going to have?
No, yeah.
Why?
Oh, but them muzzles sound nice.
Oh, smell them. Don't they look amazing? So we went for a starter because we were too tight to get the main. No, that's a lie, that's a lie. Actually, what it was the menu was so good, we couldn't decide between fish and chips, steak and chips, we wanted mussels. They smell amazing.
A bit of everything.
Yeah, they do smell delicious.
They do smell like.
And we did miss out on the frog's legs. I'm not being funny, but we are going to try and see if we can get takeout frog's legs on the way back because we really need to try those. But Dan, you go first. You go first.
Watch that bit sticking up there.
Have you tried mussels before?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, go on.
Mum, could I
What's
try
that?
one?
I think it's
Some kind of tentacle or something.
I've literally got a piece that's just completely out of his shell. Look, his mouth's open, he's tamping.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So nice.
So nice though.
Mum.
Not at all fishy.
Disgusting.
Why don't you try one?
Yeah, not happening. Dexter, do you want to try one?
Yes.
Go on then.
First time trying a mussel. Go on then.
It kind of tastes like a shrimp.
Yeah, it does a bit, yeah. And we've got steak, a bit of salad. I mean, it's a little bit watery for me,
The steak looks lovely, love.
but it does look delicious. So I'm going to give that a good go now. So we finished our meal. It was absolutely gorgeous. A bit pricey, but gorgeous. And we've just found a new area of Bruges we haven't seen before. And it's like Amsterdam meets Venice. It's absolutely stunning. Just look at this. The buildings literally remind me of Amsterdam, and then the canal and the boats, you know, beautiful. Venice all over. And this is the other side. The buildings are just so beautiful. I love it even more now. Now this is the first time we've been out in the evening. We're normally out in the day with the hustle and bustle, so this is a little bit different for us. but I can really appreciate it when it's quieter, just how stunning it really is. This is a side of Bruges we've never seen before. It's a massive square full of beautiful architecture. It's absolutely stunning. Lights everywhere. Oh my god, I can't believe I've never come here before. This for me tonight has literally been like a brand new experience visiting, and it just goes to show you can go to places 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and you still don't see everything it's got to offer. So yeah, I was a bit apprehensive about coming back. I did think, oh, you know, I've done it a couple of times now, and you know, would it be worth trying something new? But actually I eat my words, because this place is just keeps giving. Bars and restaurants there. Obviously you've got motorcycles, cyclists everywhere, that's Bruges. Some Burger Kings and Dunkin' Donuts and that kind of stuff, and then you've got the beautiful monuments. It's just stunning. Morning. So last night we had a bit of a flying visit into Bruges. We've stopped over in the local air. It did end up costing us double, because as I've already showed you, we went into the bus park, thought we'd risk it, and then decided against it because the space became available, so we ended up in the air anyway. But that made us pay double because we'd only just gone in, and rather than giving you the 10-15 minutes grace that you would get, you know, when you're in Britain, you get charged straight away. But we went to a nice restaurant, we had some food, had a couple of drinks, just generally had a really good laugh, and discovered stuff about Bruges that we didn't even know existed. And last night was the first time we'd ever seen the main square. Today we're heading south. We need to get the ferry tomorrow in Calais. We were thinking about going to like Dunkirk, because there's a campsite there that's literally on the beach. We're just trying to suss out now if that's available or not, because on the website it's showing full. Websites can take a while to update, so we're trying to ring them and just find out if there's spaces available for all of us really. If not, we'll have to find something else. Not too worried about it. It's early in the morning, it's like 10 o'clock. Dunkirk, I think, is only about an hour to an hour and a half away from here, so as long as we leave now, we should be good. Yesterday we left a little bit too late, and obviously that's why we had a few problems then trying to get parking for us all. Been lovely. Really enjoyed coming back here, and I wasn't expecting to come back here either. It was never part of the plan on this trip. It's not been a bad walk this morning though. It's already boiling. I can feel that the temperature today is easily 20 degrees already. Now I'm not complaining, because we have had a lot of thunderstorms and rain as well. When the good weather's in, got to make the most of it. So that's why we were thinking of going to a beach. Just get that last little bit of raise in before getting back to the UK. Here he is, looking for somewhere to park up for us in the next hour or two. So Stu's managed to find a campsite that's like 40 minutes away. That's like the shortest journey we've done so far on this trip, so I'm well happy with that. While we're here, we're pitched up somewhere near Calais, about an hour away I think. Actually, no, it's about half an hour away. Tidy size pitch. But the weather is a bit naff. There's no sun. When we left Belgium, in fact, are we still in Belgium?
Yeah.
Oh, we are still in Belgium just. But because we're so close to Calais, obviously we're getting the British weather. There's nothing, not even a hint of any sunshine. So yeah, I can see me having to put a jumper on. Stu's just sorting out the electrical hookup. The kids are inside, relaxed. I'm going to tell them to come out in a second, because just down there's a little village we can go and have a look at. But yeah, this campsite's pretty much what you see is what you get. Barriered entrance, pay when you come in, you get a ticket and a code and all that. You come onto your pit and that's it. At the front there was a little trampoline on the floor and a tiny little park for the kids. They can go in and check that out in a bit. I think that's it for us for the day now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we might go for a walk into the local town. We're quite close to a beach here, so we'll have a little look around.
Come on then. Well, that shopping trip was a success. We've managed to get some salads for me and Stu, a bolognese for the kiddies. I have got some spaghetti somewhere, so I'm going to do that. There you are. Spaghetti bolognese for the kids. We've got some bits from the bakery, so some nice rolls, croissants, baguette, and some wine. I'm going to get the table out. The sun's made an appearance, so that's why I've changed for the 20th time today. It's absolutely boiling when it's out. So I thought we'll get the table and chairs out, and any food that we've got left over, we're just going to get that cooked today now, and let the kids just graze all day. It's actually been really nice. So I've got the spaghetti and the bolognese on now. The van's been cleaned out. Frantically going through the fridge, just seeing if there's anything in there that I can just cook up before we leave, so we're not carrying it as extra over there or putting it in the bin. Aircon's on because it's absolutely cooking outside, and everybody's out there chilling. So we've got the air fryer set up. We're going to just cook the last bits out the freezer outside as well. All in preparation for tomorrow when we go to Calais. The ferry isn't until about lunchtime, so in the morning we're planning to head off into the wine superstore. Updated stock grab, if you like.
Don't lie, tell them the truth. You grab yourself 48 bottles of red wine. She's on it like Sonic.
So yeah, I'll get the wine sorted. It's cheaper to buy from there because you can also claim your tax back, which I found out. Pay for your wine is still a small amount of tax, but you can still claim back the French side of the tax as well later on. Apparently they deposit back in your account a few days later. So yeah, it's going to be an afternoon of just cooking, cleaning and getting ourselves ready now. It's a sad day. Don't come on saying from me. You say it.
No.
No, it really is a sad day. We're about to go to the wine superstore and then we're going to go to Calais, go to Dover. No, we're not even going to Dover. Where are we going? Calais! That's right. We're going to... So going to the wine superstore, we're going to Calais, going to jump on the ferry and get back to Wales. We've pulled everything down from the top there, so all the sleeping bags, sheets and everything. Put them on the back here because everything here is going to be stripped later on today. I'm going to pull everything out. The fridge will be emptied, cupboards will be emptied. All the washing's going to be stripped off and re-washed and redone. And then I'll set it all back up again, ready for our next trip. So the next trip's going to be in Hereford. That's going to be in a couple of weeks' time. We're going for a bit of a meet there. It's with motorhome.co.uk. We have been a couple of years in a row now. We do really like that meetup. It's nice, it's cheap. There's lots of people that we know there who are close to Hereford, so you can go in and have a mooch around. You don't have to stay in one place, and they do the best curries on a Friday night. Then after that, we've got some more things planned. So I don't think they're going to want to follow us all the way to the ferry now, are they? You've seen the ferry on the way out, yeah?
But I've got a bit of a puzzle I want help with. It's something I need to know. The aircon on the roof, it's a Truma Aventa, and I'm sure they rated around 2,500 watts, right? Which would take you, need like 10 amp electric to run it. Yeah, it works on 6 amp electrics. How? I know that's random, but it's bothering me. I want to know how it's running on 6 amp electric. So please, if someone generally does know, I'd like to know.
Yeah, please leave it in the comments. And obviously, if you've liked this video or you've missed any of the series, go back and watch it. And
Or don't.
Yeah.
But until next time, guys.
We'll see you in a bit.
Ciao, guys.
I may have made a slight error when doing the booking for our sailing on the way back because we're now on a different ferry to all our friends. They've already left. As you can see, the port is now empty and we're sat here at the front waiting to board. We've got about a 2-hour wait.